All right, guys, so this is your video for evaluating proper fit and indicators of proper fit. I'm also going to go over that determine pattern size in this video, just so it's like both in one video. So just pay attention to that. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about is general indicators of proper fit, shirt and blouse, jacket, suits, and then it breaks it down from there. So general indicators, if your garment is comfortable, if it fits smoothly, if there's wearing ease, so there's enough room to like move around, it's not too tight. Your closings don't gap out, so like the closing in your on your sleeves, at the neck, at the very bottom or base of whatever you're wearing, things like that. Hemlines are parallel to the floor, so your jeans match up with the floor, and then hemlines meet evenly and at the opening. So that way, like, that's just saying that one leg is not longer than the other. Shirt and blouse, there's ample room across the chest, back and shoulders. You're not having to pull. It doesn't feel like you're stretching it. It's long enough to tuck in. There's long sleeves to cover the wrist bone, and then when your arm is bent. So like if I bend my arm and this moves up like this right here, that would be a bad example. And then armholes are large enough for free movement. Jackets and suits, same, fit smoothly across the back without bunching up. It fits smoothly across the front when it's buttoned. There's armholes large enough for clothing worn underneath, and shirt cuffs extend half an inch beyond jacket sleeves, and the collar fits smoothly around the neck. And then jeans and pants, you can walk and sit comfortably. There's a comfortable crotch length. The seat area is smooth with no bagging or binding, and pants hang straight with no wrinkling. And then dresses and skirts, basically the same thing. Fit smoothly. You can walk and sit in them. Hang straight from the waistline. They're snug at the waist, but it doesn't roll itself up. That would be too tight as well. All right, so that is the indicators of proper fit. Now I'm going to go to the determining pattern size. Yeah. Okay, so determining pattern size. So taking body measurements. So what are body measurements? They are the measurements that are your body, your size. The actual dimension of the body, it's used to determine your pattern size. You should be wearing undergarments or well-fitting clothes to take body measurements in. You should have someone else to take your measurements for you for accuracy, and you should always take your measurements twice. You should use a measuring tape or that's flexible and non-stretchable. That's plastic, and usually they're about 60 inches long. When you're measuring with the measuring tape, make sure it's snug, but it's not too tight. Obviously, you're not going to pull it as tight as you can because that would be too small. Techniques. So for women, it is the main three are bust, waist, and hips, and then your back waist length, which is the prominent bone in the back of your neck, all the way down to your waist. And then for men, it's chest, waist, inseam, hips, neckband, and arm length. So they have a little bit more than we do. And then determining your pattern size, you compare your measurements to what's on that pattern, and you'll be able to find the one that's closest to yours. And then same thing with women. And then most pattern companies have set body measurement standards, so that standardization of sizes comes into play here. But apparel industry clothing is not standardized, and it varies from company to company, and we've talked about that as well. If you fall between sizes, consider design. So if it's a loose material, then you might want to like size down, but if it's super tight, you might want to size up. And then multi-size patterns, there's several patterns within the same one pattern. And then unisex is patterns that are for both men and women. They're usually small, medium, large, and extra large. And then just refer to the size chart when it comes to stuff like that. And then all patterns have a certain amount of built for ease, so that way they're not all super tight on you, but wrinkles and pulls could occur. And then design ease is extra fullness added to the garment by the designer. So like particularly in like dresses and skirts, when they poof out more, the designer puts those in there for design ease. All right. If you have any questions on either one of those, please let me know.